I'm outside of New Orleans. Step toe outside of New Orleans. Did I fuck up, y'all? No. You should be safe outside of New Orleans. Safe to do business. Safe to drive on the roads. Safe to pay our taxes when we make sales. And safe to go to coffee shops. You got Miss Jasmine over here going live. Why? Because I came to this coffee shop. Let me get the name. Called Grounded Coffee Cafe. Grounded Coffee Cafe. And if you look down here, you see there's an open sign. Open. It says on the side of the wall, coffee, tea, bagels, and sandwiches. It is 9:53 in the morning, dark 30. Not dark 30, but early. I went there because it bust out raining. I want you to look at all this water. See the water? See that water? See this water? Hope you're catching it. I'm gonna do better with my angles. I'm live, so I want you to see. That's why I need a selfie stick. And I'm on. I want you to see that it's raining out here, y'all. Just a few seconds ago, it opened up. And if you look at today's day, which is May the 29th, it's been raining off and on. All last night and today. Raining off and on. I'm here to report. Miss Jasmine is going to travel the country, the United States, starting in Louisiana, in the New Orleans area. Once you step your ass toe outside of New Orleans, let's see how Jefferson, Louisiana treats a nigga. A Negro, a black, a colored, African, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I prefer a nigga. You get the nigger treatment. I am pissed the fuck off because I spoke to the manager ahead of time. And I said, listen, the beef that I have with patronizing white-owned businesses and other than black-owned businesses is that on our sick day, on our hungry day, on our day when we being chased by the police, when we being lied on and accused, on that day is the day we come to the coffee shop looking for mercy on our broke day. Out of 30 days, we pay. And then on the 29 days, we pay on the 30th day. That day came today when I was sitting over here on the bus stop, that little blue bench right there, where my stuff is right now. It bust out. I just got off the bus from riding the bus in the rain, waiting for the rain to stop. But clearly it's going to do this because if you look at the clouds, look at them fucking clouds. It's going to do that. It's going to rain. It's going to rain. I guess it's going to rain all day. So I should have looked at the clouds, ordered a weather report. But hey, I have so many things on my mind. That's not a priority, but I see that not this stuff is going to do what it normally does. It'll drizzle all day, or it'll rain real hard and be done with it. Even once or twice. But this is multiple times. So it's something unusual happening. And at this point, I will check the weather report to see. That's a two-lane police out here. Brought somebody to the hospital. What are you doing out here? You live out here, you got a take-home vehicle. What is that? Cop watching over here. Always cop watching to the last day. Cop watching. That make sense. But I think they took away jurisdiction where cops had to only police in jurisdiction. I think Louisiana, a new governor, new legislature, new something. There's some new shit going on. So let me get to my point about, let me call the name out. Grounded Coffee Cafe. Say it with me, boys and girls. Grounded Coffee Cafe. Grounded Coffee Cafe. I don't have the address, but it's on the corner of Harding and Jefferson Highway. Harding Street. See that? Harding Street, ST. And Jefferson Highway. And I know goddamn well y'all see the fucking highway. So you're not lost. You know where the fuck I am. Oshner every fucking way. See that big ass Oshner hospital? If you know how to get your funky ass to Oshner, you know where the fuck we at. And we coming at that little curve just past Waffle House. Anyway, get to my point. What you think happened? I talked to her and I said, hello, I'm new in this area. I'm here, doing my business. I'm a YouTuber. I'm going to be trying to set on some days all day doing my YouTube, and use the coffee shop is normally used by coffee shoppers, which means sometimes people come all day, spread out their papers on their coffee table, and they do what coffee shoppers do. Y'all know what's up. The ladies know what's up. The men might not understand so much that when you get a bug up your ass, you want to get some shit handled, so you go grinding at a coffee shop or other places. So a coffee shop is one of those places. Sometimes people use their home office. Sometimes people have a whole home office and want to get. So that lightning, the sky has been lighting up since yesterday, and last night, all through the night, and the morning. So it's 9 something. Oh, do you see this? This is this is why I went live. This is the circumstances under which we got lightning and motherfucking thunder. You see, it's not raining, right? I went in there to ask the lady. I'm not gonna call her a bitch. But y'all know me, right? So why should I call her a lady when you know I'm fucking mad? I went in there and asked that bitch, which I talked to her nice. I talked to her like a lady. I said, excuse me, ma'am. She started talking. I said, excuse me, ma'am, I would like to ask you something, please. She said, well, blah, blah, blah. I said, ma'am, if you could hear me out. She walked away. I came back. I said, you remember the day that I was telling you about one day I won't have money, and I asked you what your policy is if I come all the time and pay all the time I pay, and one day I don't have money. I would like to ask you a question. She said, oh, no, I can't be responsible for you. No, you could sit here. And I told her, I said, something's going on. I did get that much out. I said, I got off the bus. I said, it started raining and it stopped raining. It started raining and stopped raining. I said, and then I stayed on the bus and got off once it stopped raining. So it stopped raining. As soon as I got off the bus, it started raining again. So I said, there's a situation and I want to ask you a question. What do you think this means? She took her chance to tell me I can't. This is when people don't like you. You patronize a white person's business, and all the while they don't give a fuck about your struggle. Now guess what? I'm not gonna call her racist. She might be racist, but for this circumstance, I'm not gonna call racism till we all have a chat about it and debate about it on my next live. I'm not gonna call this in particular act she's doing as racist. What I am gonna say is they don't share our culture. She had a fucking nerve to say to me, man, I'm not gonna be responsible for you. That's gonna haunt her. Cause I'm gonna be out front of this motherfucker. See, it's raining. My shit is getting rained on as we speak. That's talking about electronic papers, documents, everything that's in my bag that's not covered right now. Yes, it's that much fucking important that it's gonna get rained on. And I'm gonna get rained on. This phone gonna get rained on, so I get the shit I got to say out my motherfucking head. Cause I'll be goddamn if I carry fucking how she made me feel with the rest of the day. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna blow, bitch. And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna blow and I'm gonna motherfucking go. Do not bring your business to Grounded Coffee Cafe. Who am I talking to? All these people in Ashna, people of color. Yeah. I seen Indian after Indian dark, like me. Look at me. Look at my complexion. Darker than me. Motherfucking Indians cheesing up in this white bitch face. Do not bring your money to Grounded Coffee Cafe. Don't you ever, as long as you live and stay dark, bring your money to this fucking business. Is a redneck? Oop, not a redneck. What's the word? Redneck. Redneck business. That's a term, may not be an exact term, but it's a derogatory term. It's derogatory in the sense that, we call them redneck business like redneck bar, which means they'll do you something. So what she did me, she didn't play fair. I talked to her and I said, ma'am, I'd like to come here, but on the day that I don't have money,